see, here we go. All right, it's recording now. Okay. All right, guys, welcome. Before I click over to my chart, I'm just going to talk a little bit tonight. Okay. So, and it looks like it's a little delay. I'm looking at my screen. You guys type in the chat if you're having a problem. If I start going out on you guys, because then I can call in and it'll be a lot clearer. So just keep me. Let me go over here. Okay, got you. Okay. So guys, just a little bit about this training, and then I'm going to switch over to the charts, and then I'll be bringing you guys to the front of the room. Well, while I'm talking, okay, please, if this is your first time using Zoom, check the bottom. You can hover over the screen. The bottom of your screen has a share button, okay? And as soon as I stop sharing, you'll be able to share and we'll be able to see your screen, okay? So the goal here is for you to step to the front of the class, take a look at your charts, what you're working on. Now, this week you had homework. You were supposed to do your majors and your minors, support and resistance. And you were supposed to do a take profit and stop loss, okay? And let us know whether you decided to take that trade or not. Why am I doing that? I'm trying to get you guys out of hiding, okay? We have sustained this organization for an entire year. So you know what that means? That 95% of you guys have been with us for a very long time. And some of you are still by yourself and you are not free. You should be free at this point. I've had some conversations with you guys. We reactivated, I think, 6 people in the last 9 days. So I want to welcome you guys back. I want to welcome you to another level of commitment to your own learning. This training is very important to me. And the reason why is because you're making a commitment to step it up for your own education. That's what this is all about. Guys, companies come and go all the time. If you're in this investment world and you're investing in stocks, if you're like myself, I invest in cryptocurrency. I've got a lot of things. I've got my money tied in, and that's the investing world. We're all taking risks. But any of those companies that I'm invested in right now, guys, can go away tomorrow. But one thing I love about trading is that they can't take away what I've learned. I can go to another MetaTrader. I can download MetaTrader 4 again. If they come and take my cell phone, I can go buy another cell phone, reload MetaTrader 4, and keep right on ticking, right? That's why education is so important. So we're going to switch over. If you haven't typed in the chat, guys, go ahead and type in the chat your name and where you're calling from. I'm going to share my screen because I want to give you an idea of what I'm talking about as far as your charts. Okay. Now, for the last several weeks, what we've been doing is marking up our charts. I will start it off. Okay, majors. Your major is your lowest low. Your major is your highest high. Support, floor, ceiling, resistance. Okay, and then we recommend no more than 3 minors, 2 to 3 minors in the middle. All right. I'm not going to mark it for the sake of time today. I'm not going to do the marking up. I'm just showing you. Somebody is texting and calling. Let me put this on because it's going to bug me. Okay. I'm not going to mark up today for the sake of time. This is on you guys. But I wanted to show you a marked up chart that I saved. I'm not sure where I got this from, but I want to show you this. I kept it because I thought it was a great example of what it is that we're looking for. Okay. So I need to minimize the screen so I can see. Somebody's got their phone off of mute. If you can check your phone, your what is that, audio and video, and mute it for me. I'm hearing a little bit of feedback. Okay, so you can see my cursor here, major, and 2 minors. So what this person said was, okay, they were looking at a buy at 0.71883, guys. Okay, 0.71883, which would have been some, right? Because see, what they was expecting is, look, it went down and hit its lowest low. Okay, and this is on what time? This is on the daily. For those of you that are just restarting, when you analyze on the higher time frames. You enter on the lower time frames. I'm going to repeat that. You analyze on the higher time frames and you enter on the lower time frames. Okay. All right. Somebody's texting. I'm just trying to make sure everybody's in. Okay. So if you look at what this person is saying, okay, here's my major. So they're preparing and setting themselves up for a buy. The buy is here. Here's their buy on this line here. So this is 0.71856. So basically, if I was them and I'm looking at this chart as is, I would be doing an instant execution. Okay. But what I probably would have done was to wait for this bounce off to see if it was going to bounce off or break through. All right. So I'm thinking that probably may have analyzed this here, got through this retest, it came back, bounced off again, and then they were setting themselves up for an entry right here. But I'm just showing you how we want to see your charts. Okay. This is what I want you to, because what am I doing? I want to build your confidence for several reasons. Some of you are in your demo accounts a lot longer than you should be out of fear and lack of confidence. And yes, it's a big, big deal when you go from demo to live. So I want you out of those demo accounts when you are ready, only when you are ready. But I want to make sure that your confidence is where it needs to be so that you can be successful when you go from demo to live. The other reason is that, guys, I want you sharing this. I know you may not want to build a team. Not everybody's called to do that. That's not your assignment, okay, to share this with the world. But you have at least 2 friends that you want to share your progress as a student in Forex trading. So that, number one, let's just be real. That 145, 185, whatever your amount is no longer something you're looking at every month. And I'm telling you, from day one, I think I paid that 145 one time. Why? Because I went in with the attitude that I was only going to pay it once. And so I made the commitment to be able to make sure that within the next 30 days, I was free. Because I did not come into this, and Dr. Jewel is my sponsor. I did not come into this because I was doing something else at the time to build a team. I came in to get the skill set because this has always interested me. Investing has always interested me. So here's the layout of the chart so you guys get an idea of what we're looking for, okay? And for those of you that are looking at the replay, you will see this later on tonight. And also your stop loss, 0.71580. You see this red line? That stop loss was placed below their major, okay? So you get the picture. And if I were you, if you're on your phone or your laptop, I would screenshot this, okay? Because this is what your chart should look like when you're marking it up yourself. No matter what analysis, no matter what indicators you're using, this is what your chart should look like. This is TradingView, and then of course you have MetaTrader 4. But this is what we're looking for as far as homework. And guys, please put on here, not a trade house homework or trade homework, okay, whatever you want to put on there. So people that are sitting inside these groups, sometimes we have signal junkies, I call them. They sit around and wait for signals to come through, and they just, and then they get frustrated when the trade doesn't go their way. But anyway, that's another lesson for another time. But look at their take profit 1, 0.7303, 0.74005. And a lot of that has to do with where their miners are, okay? So I wanted to show you guys that. Now, I'm going to switch over here. Hi, Shantae. That's you on your Samsung. Are you on your iPad? Let's see.
No, I'm on my phone. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, huh? Yeah. Okay, you're on your Samsung phone. Okay. Do you have your charts up on another screen? Are you using your phone?
No, I have them up on my laptop.
Okay. All right, guys. I am like all over Bitcoin and trading XRP, Ripple. That's my thing these days. Every now and then I may put in a trade on UJ. For those of you that are restarting, I just looked at the chat and I see a few of you that restarted with us this week. So I'm going to be real brief based on, let me move this out of my way here. Okay, very good. When you look at these charts, you see them when you pull them up for the first time in MetaTrader 4, they're black and white. You don't hardly see any colors, et cetera, et cetera. That's very easy to change. Don't let this stuff, don't let these signals and everybody's charts all jazzed up. I mean, it's no big deal. Now, I remember when I first started, guys, I had to figure it out on my own. And I know some traders will get on look at a video like this and say, oh, this is super, super simple. But here's why we lose a lot of people. A lot of people are reactivating now because, number one, we reached out to them and they really want to do this, but either something was going on at the moment, but it was just way too much for them to take on, okay? So, from getting started to getting everything loaded on their phones to doing their first trade, and you got the harmonic scanner, you got swipe trade, and it's on and on and on. It was just way too much. So for you leaders that will be listening to this and you're watching this, just know, as we reactivate people, all I'm doing is sending them to imluniverse.com, and I'm having them focus on a Daisy Duncan and Lee Allen with the IML Web Analyzer. That's it. And to get connected with us on this training. This training right here is only to come and say, Jonah, I tried marking up my charts this week. I took this trade. I don't know what happened. That's why I'm asking you, when you mark up your charts, to take a screenshot so we can take a look at it the following week. Okay. This is to remove the fear. That's my job, is to help to remove the fear from this so you can take your trading up. Maybe it's to increase your lot size. Maybe it's to go from demo to live. Some of you are doing very well, Miss Ingrid, out in Seattle. Some of you are doing very well, but I want you to start sharing this, because there are some people who say, well, as soon as I can do whatever, maybe it's $1 amount or whatever. But guys, we're always a student. That never changes. Okay. So you should be at least going from 0 to 2, so that 145 is not staring at you every 30 days. I believe, honestly, it is the best value in the world. We're bringing on people now that they were paying more than that, way more than that. I just had a conversation with a pastor the other day, and he had done some research on this out of Detroit. I think he went to the Detroit meeting, and so he was like, Jonah, I looked into this. This was like thousands of dollars. He was like, this is nothing. And that type of thing. So people see the value, but if you've been in this for I would say 6 months, guys, I think you have enough in you to be able to share it. And this training is going to be about that confidence, taking that confidence to the next level. So my newbies, real quick, if you hover inside your chart and you right click, you go down to the grid, you take it off. Okay. You right click again, you go down to properties. You can color your candles any color you want. If you like blue and red or green and red, you're going to do the bull candle and the bear candle. Don't worry about anything else. Don't even worry about it. Okay. Bull candle going up, bear candle going down. So then you can go in there and change those colors like that. End of story. Okay. If you want to begin to put in your support and resistance, change it to your line graph. All right, it's easier. Look at all these points. They're easier to see rather than your wicks, okay? Then if you follow my cursor over here, you can go over here and grab this straight line, drag it over here where you want it to go. With our first major is down here at the bottom. Drop it, go get it, boom, at the top, drop it. I'm gonna do maybe 2 in the middle. I kind of like this area right here, we'll see. That's okay. And then boom, I'm gonna do in here somewhere. Let's see. Now, why did I drop these in the areas that I'm dropping them in? I'm looking for a minimum of 2 to 4 touches. You can double click to move them around. Let's see what I want to do here. Yeah, okay. I'll just leave you up here. I'll leave you like right in here. Okay. All right. So you want several touches. Like here's a point, there's a point, there's a point, there's a point. This is close. Here's another one. Boom, 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 boom. That's a great area. What does that mean? That means price loves that area. It's kind of like if you've ever lost weight or tried to lose weight, you get to a certain area and you just can't seem to break that plateau. It's the same thing in pricing when it comes to this. Somebody's unmuted. Check your button on your phone or your iPad, okay? So this is why you put these points, you mark your charts up the way you do. You're looking for common areas to put your support and resistance. So what are we expecting? We're looking here. If we were looking at this chart when price was about here and this was the lowest area, it went back. We were waiting for it to come back and test this again. We probably could have gotten into this trade, rolled this trade all the way up to here, got out before this next common area. Okay, we would have set our take profit before we got into all of this because we didn't know what it was going to do. When it got up here, we didn't know if it was going to bounce off. It did and kept going. Boom, there it goes. But that's the support and resistance. I want you guys to start doing this on your own. What we're getting with IML TV Academy, what we're getting with IML TV is powerful. But this right here will empower you. Okay. And then everything else will be the add-on that you need to take your trading to the next level. So I hope that's clear. I hope my newbies are good. Now, who wants to be the first one to the front of the class tonight? Type in the chat. I want to see some charts. Y'all know I will call you out. Where's my chat? Let's see. I need to stop share. Okay. And hold on. Oops, can't do that, Jonah. I cannot minimize when I am recording. Okay, gotcha. All right, who's coming? Who's ready? Rashard? Unmute that phone. Unmute and talk to me. Let's see. There we go.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. I was getting ready to unmute you, but yeah, I can hear
All
you.
right. I knew you were gonna call me too.
You know that. Guys, this is Rashad out of Vegas.
So I've been trading for a while on the demo.
Mm-hmm.
I just went live.
Excellent. Woo! All right, that's a big deal.
Yeah,
that's a big deal.
It's definitely different. You definitely have different emotions.
Mm-hmm.
I've been practicing the London breakout strategy for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a strategy I learned from Dr. Pips every morning when London opens up. You don't really mark up the charts for that because you're just really going off the candle.
Yeah, all I'm doing is we've had some people. This training is all about people getting very comfortable with support and resistance on their own.
Okay.
So what I need for you to do, if you have your charts up and you're on your laptop, you're on your Zoom, guys, okay. The way this works is if you go to your MetaTrader 4, and if you open up your MetaTrader 4 and you're actually looking at your charts, right? You're looking at your charts, looking at your MetaTrader 4 rather. Then what you do is you go back over to Zoom, and there is a button at the bottom that says share. Click your share screen. It's going to open up and you'll be able to see your MetaTrader 4. Just double click on it and we'll be able to see your screen. And let's chat. There we go. There we go. So this is the British pound and the Japanese yen.
Right.
And you go ahead, talk to me.
Okay, so I kind of was just looking at this right now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is the daily. So I got my high up here, mm-hmm. my low right here, and I put two minor support and resistance zones in the middle.
There you go. Yeah.
So I was going to drop down to the 4 hour.
Mm-hmm. See what it's doing. This moves really fast. The British pound, Japanese yen, especially during the, the London sessions?
Right.
It moves really fast.
And that's why I really started doing the London session because it actually has the most pips.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
So what I'm looking at right now, just seeing this zone, I would probably wait for price to get somewhere right here and see what it does.
Mm-hmm.
Let's drop down to the hour.
And guys, all he's doing is expanding and decreasing his screen, okay?
Yeah, once you guys get used to the trading view and you'll be able to kind of see what's going on or whatnot. But yeah, I see price. I wouldn't see nothing right now. Like I said, I would want to wait for it to get to this area right here.
What it does. I would like to see it down because normally if I'm entering on the 15 or the 30 minutes. So take it down.
Okay, let's go to 30 minutes.
It's a big gap right there. Is that because we opened?
Right, and I was going to ask, what? How does that happen? Is that just?
That's a bunch of buyers coming in and somebody coming in with a bunch of volume, and that's one reason why, guys, you'll hear the IML TV trainers tell you a lot of them don't trade the first hour when the market opens, nor do they stay in while it's closing because of this kind of stuff. You never know what's going to happen. And some of us, we've been told repeatedly, if you can, try to get out of those trades on Friday. Now, if you got a different strategy, then do your thing. But I very seldom hold trades over the weekend because of this reason right here. Because wow. I don't know what drove that. Was it some news over the weekend or?
Right. There was actually there was some news I think that just came out because I
Ah,
was actually ready for the markets to open. I actually been also practicing another strategy called the quick fire strategy.
uh-huh.
And it's basically using the harmonic scanner on a 15-minute chart.
Gotcha. You have to, you know what? Maybe next week I'll have you come back and we'll talk about that.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, this gap is I want to say it was news that came out.
But you see why if you were in a sale, how messed up that could hit your stop loss.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You were doing fine 2 or 3 days, and then all of a sudden the market opened on Sunday evening and hits your stop loss, takes you out of the trade, and you lose all your profit.
Yeah, I think it was right here. This euro.
Is that Central Standard Time? What is that? What is that time zone? Because that's saying 9 a.m. Europe for Monday morning.
Oh yeah, it hasn't even happened yet.
Yeah. But here's the thing. No matter what, something when the market opens, you just never know. That's
Right.
IML Web Analyzer. I heard that. So
Yeah, I got everything up right. I'm ready to go.
I know, I see. I see. Okay. So
But yeah, I also see if I were to put a line right here, I also see a little zone. Prices
yeah,
touch this zone a lot right here.
we sure did. I'm looking at
So you know, I do my little Christopher Derrick thing and
that.
put me a
Yeah.
little. Let me
Where
see
he
this.
goes and grabs his little deal and do that whole zone thing.
Yeah.
I haven't been on one of his trainings in a long time. He was all we had for a long time. I'm telling you, IML TV has come a long way.
So yeah, I would see now that I went down to the 30-minute,
Mm-hmm.
if price is going down right now at the moment,
Mm-hmm.
so I would want to see it retest off this area, and then if it came back down where prices has been
Mm-hmm.
before this little gap, then I probably would take that as a sell, and then probably take profit um, somewhere around here, maybe.
Yeah, before it hits that bottom area right there.
Right. That'd be
I'm
you know,
gonna.
I'd probably go for maybe 25 pips just to
Yeah,
be safe.
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that's what I see on this pair on the GJ.
All right. Excellent. This is what I want to hear. Yay. I mean, how does it make you feel before we switch over to the next person?
Honestly, to be completely real with you,
Yeah.
I've dove into this education. That's all I do. I don't really do, like, I only work 2 days a week. I almost quit my job over this. I really feel empowered. I mean, I feel like, you know, especially coming from humble beginnings and learning this Wall Street stuff, I'm not a numbers guy at all. I mean, I really kind of dislike numbers. But now just knowing this, I kind of even like it more. I feel empowered. I mean, I feel like I really know what I'm doing in a number of ways and kind of got my own strategies. And, you know, I feel awesome.
I know how you feel because this happened to me in the beginning, and then I kind of got focused on building. I'm just being transparent with you guys. All of a sudden, people started coming in, and so I try to be a responsible leader. So when people are coming in, you got to take care of them. You got to make sure that they get started. And so I kind of stepped away from what I was doing, and I lost a little something. I was like, you know what? I got in this to learn. You know, and I think one day I saw one of my traders post something on social media, and they made a few $100s. I was like, wait, hold up a second. I just brought her in like 2 months ago, and she's making money trading. And I had backed off of trading for a little bit and started focusing on building. And guys, I got back to trading. I'm here to tell you. All right. Well, thank you so much out of Las Vegas. You'll be hosting the convention
Right.
in a couple of days. So thank you so much, Rashad. I appreciate it.
Nah, no worries.
Go ahead and hit the stop share. I think it should be at the top.
Okay, I see it. Boom.
All right, there we go. All right, who's next? Y'all coming in there hiding with these telephone numbers. Who's on? Let's see. Is that Sean? Sean. And don't y'all get? Oh, I know. Nell's on the plane. I hope Nell got her link out to her team because I don't see her team on here tonight. Oh, I should have asked her if she needed me to send the text out to them. All right, Shantae, are you able to talk? Talk to me about what happened, what's going on this week. I know you're back, and what's your goal? What are you focused on? Talk to me.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to get the trading view on my phone so I can mark up the charts.
Okay. What do you have on your phone though? Do you have MetaTrader 4?
Yes.
Okay, you can do it with MetaTrader 4. It doesn't have to be TradingView. You have, and you're on Zoom on your phone too, right? Can you hear me?
Oh, I can mark up the.
What'd you say now?
Okay, I'm trying to figure it out how to.
Okay. Well, here, let me just give, for those of you guys that are on your phone, if you have Zoom open, I mean, you're listening to us via, or watching me via Zoom, okay? Then what you do is you switch over on your phone to MetaTrader 4, open it up, and then come back to Zoom and hit the share button, and we will be able to see your MetaTrader 4 screen. Okay? Sean,
Okay.
while you work on that, let me get a hold of Sean. You come back and let me know when you're ready, okay?
Okay.
Sean, on mute, darling. Hello, hello,
Hello.
hello. Hey,
Hi, Dr. Jonah.
how are you?
Not in a good place with this chart.
Where you calling from? Let everybody know where you're calling in from.
I'm from New York.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is my problem.
Mm-hmm.
I'm unable, I have a Mac,
Okay.
and I'm unable to download the chart on my Mac because it keeps asking for another app to download it.
All
So I
right.
have an old HP,
Uh-huh.
which I did the support and resistance on,
Okay.
but that was from the first class,
Mm-hmm.
and I have been out, so I can't share my screen.
So here's my question. Here's my question. You're looking at me now. Are you on your laptop right now?
Yes, um yes, I'm on the phone, but I have my laptop. Yes, I'm on the laptop.
Okay. So guys, just know that whatever you're watching Zoom on, you need to be able to open up MetaTrader 4 on, whether it's your phone or your laptop, it doesn't matter. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So like Shantae right now is opening up her MetaTrader 4 so we can see her MetaTrader 4, whether it's MetaTrader 4 or TradingView, it doesn't matter. But if you're on your phone, just remember both apps have to be open so that you can share the MetaTrader 4 screen. Now, what I'm hearing you say that on your Mac, that you haven't downloaded MetaTrader 4 or TradingView.
No, I can't, it's not allowing me to download the MetaTrader 4 on my Mac.
Okay. Now, is there anybody on the line or that will be watching this? And I know Taka is my go-to here locally when it comes to the Mac. I don't have a Mac. I'm an Android girl. Is there anybody on this line that is familiar with the download map? There is and we may need to get you in touch with Dorcas out of London. I think she has a Mac. And Sevelina, I'm not sure what you have. I believe you're on here as well. What you guys have, but we need to connect you with someone who has a Mac. There is a file that you have to download to the Mac for everything to work right. That's about as much a Mac expert that I am. Okay? I just know that most people who come on with Apple products, they have a little bit more to do than us Android people, and it has to do with a file that has to be downloaded. Okay. So for those of you out there, if you're struggling with your Mac, don't sit back and don't say anything. We have people that can help you. Okay. So right now, let's get you some support. Who's your sponsor?
Prophetess Nell.
Oh, Nell. Okay. So let's get with Nell. Nell's on a plane. In fact, she just messaged me. She's on her way to the airport. Her uncle's not doing well in LA. So she's headed out. So follow up with me after this so we can make sure. I don't want to bother her. I want her to focus on our family. And so we'll get you some support to help you with that. Okay. Now, now, talk to me about where you are in your learning. Now, I understand you're having a problem with your Mac, but have you been trading on your phone in your demo? What have you been doing today?
I have a live account that I've been trading in, but I I have, blown a few accounts because I don't know. I'll say I don't know how to trade, so that's why I'm here.
Okay.
Also, I don't know when I do the support and resistance line. I still don't understand when to enter a trade, when to,
Well,
buy,
that's
do the
exactly
buy
why
or
I'm here.
sell.
You guys see why I'm doing this training the way I'm doing it? And for those of you that are leaders and you're bringing individuals on, you can't assume that people are just because they're getting on IML Academy and IML TV that they're just chugging along. Okay. So I just believe that this style of training is necessary so that people can come to the front of the room and say, hey, I'm not really getting this. I'm really struggling in a particular area. And guys, we all struggle, so it's okay. We all struggle. I've struggled with the Ichimoku cloud for a year until Delonte went live on members only and set me free. And so now I'm back. I went into a demo account for 30 days to trade just with the Ichimoku cloud before I go live. And so the reason why I'm saying that is that you should never go live until you have, or you are at least winning 70 to 80% of your trades in your demo account. You should not be on a
Right.
live account. I think it's a Daisy Duncan. If somebody can find the picture that she sent, and I believe I placed it in the messenger group, she gave steps to know when to go live. And when I read that, I was absolutely spot on. If someone can go to the members only section in Facebook and search under a Daisy Duncan, she put a flyer in there for when, steps to go to know when you're to go live. So if somebody can grab that and put that in Patient Traders, I appreciate it, because guys, that's a super important. Because one thing I've heard people say that they've blown accounts. I've been in iMarkets Live for almost 2 years. I have never blown an account. Why is
Right.
that? Because if I get off, and you notice I'm in a demo account for 30 days with Ichimoku, I'm not coming out until 80% of the trades that I'm winning using Ichimoku Cloud are winners for me. And so far, I'm at about 95, 98% take profit. I've only lost one trade. I've been doing it now. I think this is my third week. Okay. So you got to set that strategy and don't go live because you're trying to make money, because what's going to happen is you're going to blow your account. So
Right.
that's that. Okay. So what I want you to do is, plug into, are you on the IML web analyzer? And I'm just trying to kind of see where you are right now. You've blown accounts. So that's obvious. Usually what that tells me, and I could be wrong, is that you don't have a strategy that works for you yet.
Right.
You have not found a
I
strategy.
feel like I need to start from I'm gonna be honest, like go back to square one.
Okay. So I'm going to talk to you like I would talk to Angela and anybody else that's activating or reactivating or just starting. I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
send you to, and somebody can put this in the chat for me, www.imluniverse.com. Like you a brand new person, go to phase one.
Right.
Okay. Go to
Yes.
phase one. Make sure everything is connected. So again, you're already having problems with your Mac. So let's
Mm-hmm.
make sure somebody on the Galaxy is on. Let's see, who is this? Here we go. Okay. So make sure you have everything connected. So that's imluniverse.com. The other thing is I want you to do a minimum of 2 to 3 classes with a Daisy Duncan. And if you have the IML Web Analyzer, 2 to 3 classes with Lee Allen. Anybody that's brand new, I don't send them to anybody else other than a Daisy Duncan and Lee Allen. And primarily it's because of their teaching style.
Mm-hmm.
They teach kind of like on the elementary level so that everybody can get that. I'm trying to find out who this is that I can hear the background noise. Okay. Does that help? Can you work with that, Sean?
Yes, Dr. Jonah.
Okay. All right. Because what I don't want is for you to become overwhelmed.
I think I am.
And guys, let's just be honest. If she stays overwhelmed too long, we'll be looking for Sean, and Sean will be long gone. We'll be like, what's Sean? Okay. So that's that. All right. So hopefully that helped you. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. All right,
Thank
Shantae, you ready?
Yeah, I switched over to my laptop.
Got you. Okay. Go ahead and hit the share button.
The screen left to right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Did you hit it?
I did.
Because I'm not seeing anything. Or am I? What am I doing?
Okay, let me go back.
Because it will give us a message and say Shantae is sharing.
Oh, okay. Select the window.
Oh, there you go. You do have to double click on the window you want us to see.
I'm thinking. Okay.
There we go. All right, talk to me. All you run is the castings, RSI, go on with your bad self.
Okay.
Talk to us about what are we looking at? Euro USD. Okay.
Yeah, Euro USD. My top yellow line, I'm on the daily chart.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my resistance. And then at the bottom, support is this yellow one down here.
Mm-hmm.
And I marked 2 in the middle. This one. Oh, I need to move it up. Okay, and then this one right
here's
here.
what I want you to do for me real quick before you do anything else. Switch those candlesticks over to the line graph for me for a second. I need to
Money exchange.
while I work
The
on.
money exchange.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Hold on, I need to move somebody out. See who this is. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Somebody's on a Galaxy phone. You keep on muting your phone, I think. Or it keeps on muting on its phone. All right. Now, let's see. Go over to your line graph. Flip it over.
To the line graph.
Uh-huh. Instead of
So do I right click and
no. See at the top? You see where you got USD daily candlestick?
right here?
Up at the top above that.
Okay.
You see the candlesticks? Click on that. Okay, take it to
This one?
line, yes.
Okay.
This helps. This is much better when you're trying to set support and resistance. So go ahead and move them once you said you wanted to move.
I did this one right here. I wanted to move it to, because I was looking at these right here.
Okay.
So it's still touching this one here.
So for those that are learning, why did you choose that area?
Because it hit in more than 2 spots, like 3 or 4 spots.
Okay. Show them where that is.
This one, here, and kind of back here.
Yep. Very good. Okay.
And for this one up here, I was trying to get like here and then right up in here.
I don't know. That would have been a great area too, but there's another one between that, and it's right at the keep looking at this area, right above this last purple one that you were showing. Go grab another line for me real quick.
Okay.
Right in where your cursor is, right around the 1.1900 area. I'm looking at the right side of your chart. 1.19.
Oh, let me move it down. Like here.
Come down a little bit more, and I'll show you why. See them points to the left, right there.
Oh, here.
Yeah, that whole area, that's a zone right there. That's a real zone right there. Because
and when you say zone, do you mean this area here?
When we say zone, did you see how Richard marked up an area? He didn't just do a line, he did an area. And the reason why is because look at all the points going up and down, hitting that same price area.
Yeah.
Okay. I would bring it down a little bit more, and this is where you can go and grab like it looks like a rectangle, but it's filled in, and it's really a zone. There you go. So if you look above that line and below that line, that is a strong price area right there.
Yeah.
And so that's why I would do that. And I probably would do another one, but it's okay. I'm just looking to the left, right around 1.200. It seems to be another area as well. And for those of you that are watching the video or you're watching us live, I'm doing this because you need to be able to do this on your own. Okay. Even if somebody sends you a signal, you're looking at I know IML Web Analyzer, a lot of the strategies you have 2, 3, 4 confirmations. So you learn those confirmations, but at the very minimum, you ought to be able to do this yourself. Okay. So you see what I'm saying about this area right here?
Yeah, I put another one right here.
Yeah, right there. Okay. So guys, based on what she's got right now, that top yellow one is your major at the top right there, right?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and change it back to candlesticks.
Okay. Where? Oh.
Right there. Let me see, how's our time?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, that's very good. Okay, so if you look what price action is right now, talk to me about what you see.
Okay, so right now it's at 1.228.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like maybe if it comes back and touches this one here,
Mm-hmm.
then I might get in for a buy.
And why is that?
Unless it breaks this line, then I won't. Because looking back here, that's been around, it hasn't gone past that support.
One of the things I would say would be a potential buy unless it breaks that that area is because if this is on the daily, when you look at the daily, the weekly chart, or the monthly chart, this particular pair is in an upward trend and has been since November.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Now, we haven't talked about trend lines on this training because I'm trying to get everybody kind of where we are right now. We're going to talk about that because one of the things I would have done on something like this was gone to the daily, the weekly, or monthly and put my trend lines in place just to see about how far down this thing is going to come or touch within, they call them channels, a trend line channel. Okay. So I would have put my trend lines in that. If you want to kind of get a jump on where we're headed, I would start watching some videos on that in the back office. Start paying attention. I know Lee Allen is big on doing channels and trend line channels. Support and resistance and trend line can make you a lot of money. Okay. So when you look at this since November overall on the daily, this particular pair is in an upward trend. All that means is for the most part, if you start where the November is, Shantae,
right here.
Where it says November, that candle right above the November, start there and bring your pointer all the way up to where it is now so they can see what I'm talking about. You see how it's going up, guys?
Yeah, from here all the way up to here.
Yep, exactly. It's in an upward trend. So the only thing it's doing now is retesting a certain area. And it's retesting right around the 1.22441 area. Yeah.
Yes.
So what she's doing now is, is it going to hit that again and bounce off and keep going? Possible, more than likely. But we'll have to see. She's waiting to see if that's what's going to happen. Okay, and there's some other things that I'm looking at too, but I don't want to get into that. But more than likely, this is going to bounce off this area and keep right on going. That's what it's been doing since November. But we'll see. She's also going to have to pay attention to news over the next. She's on the daily over the next, couple of days. Now, if you were getting ready to enter this, go down to the 15-minute or the 30-minute. Let's see what it looks like. And I hope this is helping you guys. Now look at this. Now, when you look at the 15 and 30-minute, let's go back. What is this? I'm looking at the date on this. What is this? 1800. I can't read your calendar. What is that? The 22nd? Is that how your calendar is at the bottom?
You know what, Jonah? I don't even know.
Yeah, because this already, we've gone into Sunday. So that's the 26th. The 23rd. So somewhere around your 12 o'clock candle off the 22nd, this thing started going into a downward trend on your 30-minute.
Right.
Okay. So I want to help people that are kind of watching these charts and they just look like googly gots. Okay. Because you're not really understanding what's going on. So I want to make sure we're using language on here that you really can understand and that will benefit you. Okay, so honestly, when I look at the 30-minute, I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole because it looks like it's consolidating. It's just going from side to side.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mess with this right now. Okay.
Okay.
So excellent. Thank you so much. Anybody have any questions about anything that we've said before we call the next person? Let me check my time. Oh, Angela, yeah, the Mac is very, oh, okay. Angela's saying the Mac is very touchy. I have one too. I feel her pain. She said Taka helped her, yes. Support also helped her as well. And support ended up taking over her screen to help her get set up. So Sean, you may want to send a support ticket to support at iMarcus Live so they can help walk you through it. So thank you, Angela. I appreciate that. And imluniverse.com is where you want to get started with phase 1. All right, anybody else? We've got about 5 or 10 minutes. Who wants to get on here next? Rashad, how's the young gentleman, just come on with your audio, how's he doing? I saw his post out on social media. How's he doing with his trading?
He's actually doing really good. I actually went over his house the other day, and we went through some of this right now, some support resistance, and he's been bringing his laptop from work home. And when you try to look at some of this stuff on your phone, you guys, it's like it's really, really,
it can be
really difficult. When you have a computer, you can really see it from like a bird's eye view, so to speak, you know, and just some of the simple things that I showed him, he was kind of just blown away from that. So he's doing real good.
I will say that's about doing everything on your phone. I don't have a problem when I'm scalping because you're down on that 15 and that 30 minute. I can go grab a couple of support and resistance and trend lines and mark up my chart on my phone. And especially with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin moves very fast. So I'm in and out of that trade, you know, within 15 or 20 minutes, scalping cryptocurrency. So I don't really have a problem with my phone. But when I'm serious and I'm sitting up there and looking at the week or I'm training, I can't do it on my phone. It's too much. Okay. Somebody just put in here, if you caught the definition of major, lowest, low, highest. What is the definition of minor? Well, basically your highest high and your lowest low are your majors. And then you want to catch about 2 to 3 areas of common price point. That's not the technical term for it. You'll hear that on IML TV, but that's the way I like to explain it in layman terms. So when you go and you look at your chart, just like we looked at Shantae and Rashad's chart, we looked at some common areas where price will get there and just kind of bounce off that area. Whether it's consolidating or every time it gets in that area, it just kind of bounces off that area and goes down, or it'll bounce off that area and retest it and go down again. And then finally it'll break through. Whether it's going up or down, it doesn't matter. But it's a common area where price has a tendency to get stuck. Okay, so you want your majors, which is your lowest. Let's say you're on the daily. You want that highest price marked up, and you want the lowest price area marked up. And then you want to find 2 to 3 kind of common price. I call them sticking areas, so to speak. Okay, no more than that, because I mean, I used to have like 5 or 6. I was like, okay, my charts had so many, and they were just ugly. So I think I jumped on a training with Lee Allen one time, and she kind of gave us, no more than 3. And that helped me because I was like overkill. Okay. So no more than 3, maybe no less than 2. Sometimes you can get away with 1 depending on, if you can't find it, don't make anything, don't try to force a support area. It's just not there. Okay. Especially if it's been ranging. Hopefully that answered your question, Angela. All right, who's next?
Jonah.
Yes.
This is Hattie out of Michigan.
Hattie out of Michigan.
I'm not going to show no chart, but I just want to.
Don't be scared.
No, I'm not scared. I showed one before, but I can do that, and that was on the trading view.
Okay.
But kind of to kick back on what Rashawn was saying, that when you go to your phone or your iPad, it's another different story. Okay. Trying to get control of it. I'm gonna use the word of controlling the charts. Look like everything just go haywire. They're going this way, they're going that way. But I have more control on my computer than on the phone, and it seems like it's set up different. You might be in the same spot on the MetaTrader 4 or the Trading View, but look like it's set up different. Or either like on my iPad,
Mhm.
there's more charts on there, and on the computer you get one big one, you know. So
Well, and that's all part of settings. That's all part of settings. If what I would suggest, because and that's one reason why I take the time on the front end of this call to go through why my charts look the way they look, the color, the background, the grid. You know, if you had a chart up, what I would have you do is just right click in the middle of your chart to show you how different things change. Guys, don't be afraid. You're not going to mess anything up. You're in your demo account. Okay. So if you right click in the middle of those charts and go to properties, you can pretty much change anything you want. I think I'm gonna take over. Let me go back over here because I want to show you guys something. But don't be afraid to play around with these indicators. Let me go over here and share my screen because we've got just a few minutes and I want to show you guys something. And I want to take a look at Bitcoin. Hello, see what's happening. Where is my? All right, where's my Zoom deal? Hold on, guys. I'm having to minimize so I can find my.
While you're doing that, I want to tell you that I am on Lee Allen every day, and I do a Deja, and I do go down in Detroit whenever there is a meeting. I have stretched myself to make sure that I do that, and it's just me messing around with these charts.
I'm very, very, very proud of you. I know you don't mind telling it, but how about you tell everybody how old you are and how many kids you have? And I don't even, do you know how many grandkids and great-grandkids you have?
I'm proud to say I am 71 years old, going on 72. I'm a mother of 10. I have 8 children living. I have over 30 grandchildren, and great-grands, I have about 15. Woo! And so I'm in this here to leave a legacy for my babies, my loved ones, and to work in God's kingdom with charity and helping others, as well as living a debt-free life myself.
All right, yay. Somebody just hit the chat. What's up? Let's see, guys. I went back over to my chart. Let's see, before we, any questions while I'm kind of fumbling around here. I need to, any questions? Angela says that's awesome. Yes, it is. We've been knowing each other probably since 2009, and she is, I'm telling you, she's incredible. She keeps me motivated. And I remember when I met Ms. Hattie, she didn't even know how to text. It blew me away the first day I got a text from her. I was like, oh my God, she texted me. That's amazing.
Yeah, I must confess, God has brought me a long way.
And now she's on a Forex chart. Check you out. All right. Okay, guys. So what I'm doing now, I'm just kind of taking a look at Bitcoin. Some of you have asked me about, I mean, I'm a buyer of Bitcoin, but I don't just buy Bitcoin to buy Bitcoin. I usually I have a little bit I'm sitting to the side, but I buy Bitcoin because a lot of the other cryptocurrencies, you can only buy them with Bitcoin and Ethereum and Litecoin, right? But when I'm trading, I'm looking at what's going on with price action before I buy. And that's why, you know, people be tripping like, oh my God, Bitcoin is falling. But as you guys can see, we make money whether it goes up or down. It doesn't matter. You know, and so like right now I'm looking at price action with Bitcoin. It's in a common area right now. I'm not messing with it. Okay. I'm going to wait until I see what it does at this 95.40 area. This is an area it kind of gets here and bounces around and that type of thing. I'm on the 15 minute. I don't really mark up anything else because I don't trade on anything else other than the 15 minute. It's way too volatile. A lot of people will lose money trying to trade Bitcoin if they don't really know what they're doing. And I also trade, I trade Ripple. Let's see what Ripple is doing. Now I have the cloud on this one. I think I took the like I told you guys, I'm testing out this cloud. Let me, take this off. I can take this cloud off by clicking right there and removing the indicator, okay? So I can see what this is doing. I'm not messing with it either because I don't really like that. I'm not messing with it. I'm just gonna keep an eye on it. Because if I was looking at this, see, this is what I would be doing on my phone. Sitting in my car, I'm in between a meeting or something like this. I'm on my phone. I go over to XRP. I change my screen to the line graph. I go grab me a couple of lines and say, okay, let's see what this thing is doing. And I might hit this spot right here. You know, well, really, to me, these lines represent zones, guys. So don't hold me to the exact spot. I kind of know what I'm looking at. So I'm just like, in here, I'm gonna put you in here somewhere. And again, this is Ripple. I have some strong positions in these two. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to see where price action is right now. And is there a potential setup? And right now I wouldn't mess with it because it's too close to this area right here, and I don't know what it's going to do. Now, this is on the 15-minute, and it's moving. Look at it, it's moving right now, okay? So I'm going to wait to see what this does. I probably won't mess with this until I see it go up over this area over here, okay? It is moving, all right? But I would have to wait and see because I don't know what this thing is going to do, all right? I got a chat. Let's see. Yes, absolutely. Okay, thank you, Shantae. Any other questions, guys? We're about 10 minutes. We're about at 60 minutes. Any questions? Okay, for those of you that are still on the line and watching the replay, I want to know what you need help with, okay? We're doing this so you guys have a space to come with challenges charting. Okay, we have a lot of trading going on. We have training on IML TV. We've got a Days for those of you that are just getting started and need to get your phone set up. I think her name is Devante. She will be live in the members only section either tonight or tomorrow night. So make sure you have your notifications turned on for the members only section on Facebook. Okay, that's where we are. And now my favorite trainer at the moment is what is Delonte? 3 o'clock Central Standard Time on Mondays. All right. I get him and Devante. I get their names crossed up. But Delonte, because he teaches with the Ichimoku Cloud. If you're not ready for that, please don't get in that training. You'll be like so lost. Okay. Right now, focus on support and resistance, finding your own entries, your own take profits, your own stop losses. So when you get on some of these other trainings, things are just not going over your head. All right. Stay in IML Academy, looking at those basic videos, hang out with the Days until you are comfortable. All right. This is not meant for you to be overwhelmed. Any questions? Yes, Rashard, go ahead.
My question is, I mean, I don't, this might be a little advanced, but it's kind of simple. My question, I was going to ask you this over the phone, but what's the way I can figure out how much capital needed per lot size?
How much capital needed per lot size? Here's my rule of thumb, and you can probably, I know they got some videos on risk management in the back office. I never risk more than 3% of my account, point blank, period. And for me, it's easier that way because it allows me to say, okay, what is 3? My account is XYZ. What's 3%? Okay, now I have a dollar amount. So if I'm doing 1 trade, 2 trades, 3 trades, I do have a tendency to stack. I don't stack as much with crypto as I do with Forex, but I know some of us are stacking. Guys, stacking just means we're doing multiple trades at the same time. So if you're going to be, go ahead.
So I started like a $500 account, and you know, I was making some moves and I'm grooving and moving in the market. And on some of the orders, it was saying like not enough money on some of my orders I was trying to put in. So I guess I was kind of confused on how much I can, like my margin percent and all that.
That's what I was getting ready to say. There are some videos on margin and what's the other one? Where's my phone?
Like leverage?
Yeah, margin and leverage. In fact, I sent that to somebody the other day. Somebody was asking me something like that, and I sent them the video.
So that's what I basically need to go back and review, correct?
Yeah, you need to go back and review that because here's what can happen. You can have so many trades open that you basically extended leverage and margin, and you can't open up any more trades.
Right. And the margin is basically the money that you borrow from the broker, correct?
Yeah, I mean, basically they're saying, yeah, you gave us $500, but we have so much, we're extending so much to you even beyond that. But this is why, and somebody asked me this question the other day. This is why some people can go negative in their accounts, in brokerage accounts. Because, and what happens is once you get to a certain point, they will kick you. They won't even let you open up a trade because you've gone beyond the margin set for that account or extend. You have no more leverage in that account. Okay. I don't have the technical terms, nor do I want to know them. Here's what, the reason why I stay away from that is when I stay within my risk management of 3%, I never get that. I never get that response. I never get that response. So, if you go out to YouTube and you type in forex margins, forex leverage, it's going to give you all the technical terms for that. But basically, my layman term is saying that if I can no longer open up any more trades, I am over. If they allow me to do that, they are overextending me, and they're not going to do that. They're not going to risk you going way negative, and then you owe them money. Okay,
Got you.
and they got to come after you. They're not going to do that. So they just won't let you put it in more trades. But for you, the technical terms of that, I would watch that video so you can kind of understand the technical side of that.
Yeah, the technical terms, guys, is don't be greedy, right? Because you learn a lot about yourself, and I already know I'm an impulse guy. I like to jump in stuff and have fun and make it do what it do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I made $300 in one night, and I thought I was Shaquille O'Neal, and it humbled me real quick. But I'm learning a lot, and I'm not giving up. It's a lesson. So
absolutely,
I'm back in it tonight.
Absolutely not. I'm watching this Ripple though. I'm gonna watch this Ripple because this Ripple is taking off on me. I'm gonna see what it does. It get up to this 90 up to 90 cents, almost 91 cents.
And see, I got another account I'm about to open up. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and open up a JAFX with the cryptocurrency, but I feel like I wanted to at least get a hold of the the Forex first. But,
absolutely. I wouldn't recommend anybody trying to trade crypto if they don't have their hands around Forex because it's so volatile. You see, I'm watching it on the 15-minute, watching it move. It's right now, it's moving. Because 15 minutes ago, it was somewhere around 89 cents. And now it doesn't seem like it's much in dollars and cents, but when it comes to these points, it is. You can do 100, make 100 pips in 5 to 10 minutes with crypto. Easy. I've done it. You get in here, because if I'd have got into this trade, let's see, what this is. I'm watching it. I'm not getting in it now because it's too late. I need to see what it's going to do when it gets around here. See, what does this say? About 60, almost 70 pips. You see what I'm saying? And just the length of time we've been sitting here talking, this thing done went up almost 100 pips.
That's crazy.
It is. So you get in on the wrong side of this thing, you talking about blowing some accounts. But you can scalp and make a lot of money over here with them because if you can get in, like if I had got in around, I would have watched it. I probably would have taken it down to the 5 and 1, well, not the 1 minute, but the 5 minute. To see what the candlesticks was looking at that point, and I probably would have got in and scalped in. And here's the trick. Ooh, yes, Lord. I would have got in this. But here's the deal with them, guys. You see my line here is at 90.9065. I could have got in. I probably would have got in around here or somewhere here because as I saw this thing going up in 5 minutes, I would have jumped in, but I would have said my take profit immediately. And right around this area, look at this trying to break through right now. It has. We'll see if it'll hold. But I would have got in, but my take profit, I would have got it out right here. This is why I'm not losing a lot of trades, because I don't just stay in the trade to see what it's going to do and then let it come back on me. Okay. So I'll get in, I'm seeing this thing ride up. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm riding it. But you know what? I got my support. I got my resistance line right here. I'm getting out this bad boy before you even get here. Now, I left money on the table, as you can see, but I don't care about that. I'm not trying to be greedy. I'm trying to win. Okay. So my take profit would have been around here somewhere, and I would have grabbed. So I can see myself getting in when this thing started to move. And I would have got out about here. That's 50 pips, guys. In less than 10 minutes. Probably 5.5 minutes. This is 5. This is 5. This hasn't closed yet. This is 5 minutes, and this is 5 minutes. So yeah, less than 5 minutes, I would have gotten 50 pips. That's how fast it moves. And here it goes again. Okay. So any other questions before we get off tonight? That's kind of why that's why I like trading crypto. But again, do not mess with crypto until you can feel like you got your hands around Forex. Okay. Because it is, as you can see, it moves very fast. Any questions? Guys, I want to thank you so much for committing to your learning. I'm going to ask the leaders I'm going to give the videos. I have a leaders group, and I will give the video to the leaders, because here's what I don't want. I don't want people, I only want people getting this video that actually show up for the training, or they've communicated to their leaders that they're not going to be able to get on the training tonight. Why am I doing that? Because the whole purpose of me doing this training is for students to show up to class, not to watch another video. Okay? So you may think that's wrong of me, but I know the objective of this class. The objective of this class is to get students who are challenged to show up so that we can help you. Okay, let's see what you're doing. Let's encourage one another. Let's help one another. We're going to help Sean work out her Mac situation. That's why I'm doing this class. And you don't need to watch a video for that. You need to show up when you want to take your trading to the next level. And so this video is going to go out to everybody, but starting next week. And I will have you, Rashad, if you don't mind coming back and talking through that strategy because that interests me. I haven't been on the harmonic scanner in a while. I may have you come back next week if you don't mind to talk about that for a little bit. So,
yeah, no problem. I was actually, it's a good way for support and resistance too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. So we will do that next week. But again, guys, I want to stay true to the objective of this call, where we're learning, but you're not just getting on here listening for an hour. We have enough of that. Okay. There's so much good training out there. We have that. That's not what this is. This is like your tutorial once a week, okay? Where you got, what is that when we were in college and we had to get somebody to help us? What they call tutor. Yeah, this is kind of like having a tutor on the side, but you have to show up, okay? So we're not just gonna send a video out on the tutoring session. So unless you speak with my directs and let them know that you're not gonna be able to be on for whatever reason, you have a good excuse, great, you'll get the video. But if we don't hear from you, we're just not going to blatantly send the video out, because we want you to show up for class, okay? Hopefully you guys will love me after all of this. Anyway, love you guys. Have a great week. And for those of you that showed up live, thank you for committing to class today. For those of you that, I know we've got quite a few that had some church things going on, and we want to continue to lift up Prophetess Nell Dixon. She had a phone call today. Her uncle, she's headed to the airport, headed to LA. I know some of her team members are on tonight, so let's lift her up in prayer. And we'll see you guys same time next week. Have a blessed week, guys. Bye-bye. You're welcome.